With all the new and incoming people to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, I have a short list here that may interest DMs and players of optional rules that will greatly impact your campaign in a myriad of ways. These rules will give your DM the opportunity to create magicless campaigns, allow for more customization for player characters, and more. The first optional rule is something many 5e players are very familiar with: rolling for stats. This classic tabletop RPG option isn't the standard way to play in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, as this system is very tight with its numbers and is balanced around the standard playstyle. The main method of play for this system is, while building your character, their stats are increased by your choice of ancestry, background, class, and free picks at certain levels. A typical PC stat block with the standard array is roughly 18, 16, 12, 12, 10, 10 on average. But this optional rule is straightforward enough. Roll 4d6, drop the lowest. When you select a ancestry and background, only apply the one non-free boost you are given, and then add any flaws that may exist, like a -2 constitution for a kobold. This rule is the most friendly to 5e players that really want a similar experience to what they are accustomed to, but it does change things for your DM. For them, it means that they have more fun building encounters that fit your party's potential, and you end up with a more flavorful character. The next optional rule is free archetype. This is honestly a rule I always play with now, ever since I was given the opportunity to try it out in a campaign over 2 years ago. Though, if you think Pathfinder has enough feats and abilities, maybe hold off on this till you are more comfortable, as it is essentially free multiclassing, and it's designed to allow open access to the incredible array of dedications available within the system, a whopping 155 multiclass options, many of which have requirements to be able to take them, so the options are cut in half for every character. But not only does this still manage to keep the game balanced, it offers combat-heavy characters an option to take RP-focused abilities, or bring complexity for attacking and spellcasting. How is this still balanced, you may wonder? Well, with the glory that is the 3-action system, you need to pick and choose your skills and options accordingly in and out of combat. The most broken of setups may require 2 rounds of prep before even doing a single attack, and with people envisioning that as 12 seconds of time passing, it can lead to an incredible impact on the encounter when they finally swing or cast. Here's a couple of fun combos using this rule set, with only the 2nd level option discussed to keep it short. Though, here is a timestamp should you wish to move on to the next big optional rule. Bard with Celebrity Dedication. Want to truly delve into the Bard fantasy? This dedication is for you! The bonuses granted from this at level 2 are a +1 to the downtime activity Earn Income if the task is higher than your level, and you gain a reaction which is called Upstage, which, should an opponent do a skill check and not crit, you get a chance to 1-up them at their own game, and on a success gaining a +1 bonus to any attack roll, perception, saving throw, and skill check until the end of your next turn. That's a lot of flavor both in combat and out of combat, and that reaction ability is great from levels 1 to 20. Let's take a look at a rare dedication with a wonderful Barbarian Instinct combination. Spirit Instinct Barbarian and Living Vessel dedication. Spirit Instinct Barbarians means that your rage comes from a possession. Whether malicious or wholesome is up to the player and how they word it. But with Living Dedication, should you fall unconscious, the spirit takes over and the DM plays your character for 1 minute, gaining HP equal to your level plus key ability modifier. The entity in control gains a +1 to attack and damage rolls, but the RP during the combat at this time leads to a character mystery being revealed if you are trying to hide something. Is your entity a demon? It could very well start attacking your allies until they knock you out and stabilize you. Is it a lost loved one? They would know that your allies bring you comfort and will help you move on without them, and will aid them in combat until it is safe to let down their guard. That's the combat side to this dedication, but for roleplay, you must spend an hour each day to sit and meditate with the entity or take a -1 save to will for 24 hours. If you fail to do this for a week, you get the Doomed 1 condition, which is brutal. The next rule that every DM should be aware of is the automatic bonus progression rule. This rule allows you to run a Magicless or Magic Light campaign. Magic may be inherent in your world, but a caster is rare to come by. You may have a caster in your party, but it's someone whose capacity is with healing more than damage through their divine connections. This rule allows marshals to automatically gain the weapon runes required to remain proficient in combat, as the foes get harder and harder to hit. Meaning finding a weapon with a property rune becomes truly rare. Found a throwing knife that has the returning rune on it, it automatically has the striking and potency runes your other weapon had. Got a flaming sword? Same thing. A weapon made of a rare material, like a dark wood weapon that is an ebony and purple wood that holds an edge or doesn't bend easily, adding flavor or coin to that character. This also gives way to Alchemist or someone with the Herbalist dedication to pick up the in-combat healing, with a limited pool of potions and a focus on surviving till you can do the treat wounds action after the fight. Hopefully, you got time to dawdle and aren't being chased by guards, as every fight will whittle away at your resources and slowly make you incapable of fighting any longer. This rule is something entire worlds can be built around and allows the game to maintain its balance for everyone at the table. A real sneaky hidden rule that I discovered is that if you hit the subscribe button, you will gain an increase to your real life luck stat. I swear it's true. And finally, a recent addition to the optional rules as of January of 2023 is the option to forego the ancestry flaws and stat bonuses for an entirely customized set. As an example, dwarves come with a -2 to charisma, but that meant playing a dwarf cleric or any other charisma caster was statistically worse than almost any other race. With this change, any race can be any class, though this also means you can opt to have character flaws of your choosing for the sake of roleplay. This is a relatively quick and minor rule set with big implications for character design, of which there was already a lot of options. Pair this with the rule to roll up stats, and the world is your oyster truly, as any class combination is possible. That covers the 4 most interesting rules I currently know of. I may have been playing since December of 2019, but Pathfinder 2nd Edition seems to have a plethora of hidden gems that you may discover along your journey within this system. I honestly didn't even know about the automatic bonus progression rule until about a month ago. All the links to the optional rules will be in the description down below for your convenience. You never know what else you may find within this amazing system. Just know that the rules exist so that the DM has less work to do and they can focus on their story and your adventure. The tables given by Paizo are optional, and the DM can throw rules out entirely for a system they develop themselves. The tables are guidelines, not set in stone, and this is the beauty of every tabletop RPG. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe if you enjoyed your stay with me, and until next time, may the dice be in your favor.